don't get Virgin Media. It's a waste of time. Right, so this is part 2, apparently, of the ZZAP 64 issue 15 from July 1996. And we're currently up to Biggles, who was a big thing before Tom Cruise and Top Gun. Mirrorsoft released it $9.95 in cassette, $12.95 on disc, and you could use joystick or keyboard. I would always use joystick because that's the way I roll. Free reviewers, bish bash bosh. Presentation 70%, graphics 41%. Well, let's be honest, it was rubbish. Sound 97%, hookability 56%, lastability 50%, value for money 43%, overall 48%. Nothing special. But before Ariel, there was Mermaid Madness by Electric Dreams, $9.99 on cassette, $14.99 on disc, joystick only. Never played it. Weirdly, why did I never play a mermaid game? Nobody knows, apart from me. I don't like mermaids. Presentation 80%, graphics 83%, sound 86%, hookability 81%, lastability 74%, value for money 76%, and overall 78%. And got our little character there going, where is he? There he is. He's going glug, although you can't read it, but he's going glug. I don't know, who was he? Who was he? Let's get a name check. Yummy Yummy Slurp. No. Anyway, not to worry. Time tracks. I wish I could do with time tracks and go back to before my internet was rubbish. Looked really cool, didn't it? You had a Spectrum, probably looked like that, I'll be honest with you. Time tracks, just after the Holocaust, you wouldn't think anything else could go wrong. Understatement. There you were, sitting peacefully in your cellar, trying to have the nervous breakdown you've earned, and the next thing you know, you're setting out through the portals to stop the evil one rendering asunder the fabric of creation. Some days nothing goes right. Yeah, let's move on, shall we? Right, if you have the leaderboard and you like leaderboard, how's about golf construction set, where you could actually construction your own golf course? Probably, I don't know, I'm just going off what it says there. $12.95 was expensive at the time for a cassette, and on disc, twin cassette. Oh, okay, fair enough. Disc was $14.95. Remember, 5 1/4 inch disc. Look down there when you wake up in the mornings. That's 5 1/4 inches. 82% for presentation, 84% for graphics, 10% for sound. I mean, how can you only get 10% for sound when the only noise you hear is a whack when your golf club hits the ball? Anyway, apparently they didn't do it. 62% hookability, 89% lastability, value for money 83%, and overall 79%. But not to worry, there's worse to come. World Cup Carnival. GP Gary Penn was not impressed. You can tell because he's got his hands in his head, or his head in his hands, one or the other. Presentation got 92% though. That's pretty high. Graphics 24%. That's pretty low. Sound 29%. That's very low. Hookability 34%. Very low. Lastability 21%. Low. Value for money 13%. 13? Unlucky for US gold. And overall 11%. But they got 92% in presentation. Very glossy packaging with posters, etc. But it's a bit like a rosy red apple full of maggots. Must introduce you to my ex. Very similar. Anyway, there's more, because games come out. I mean, literally hundreds of games come out every week. You could go down to your local game shop, which in my case was View Data in Ashton-under-Lyne, and buy like 10 new releases every week. Southern Belle, Hewson cassette, $7.95, and it was on keyboard only. And basically, it was Train Simulator, but a really Train Simulator. Presentation got 97%. Graphics 70%. 70%. I mean, the greatest will in the world. 70%. Even then, really? Authenticity. That's new. 91%. Playability 83. Value for money 88. Overall 88. Look, even little thing on a spring guy goes choo choo. Yeah. Now, then we got an advert. 16 ways to a golden summer. Summer games. Now, I'll be honest with you. I bought Summer Games on the Commodore 64 and the Amiga, and the thing I was most amazed with, in fact, you could say they were epics, was the doves at the beginning flying out of the... I don't think they do doves anymore since those got burnt in some... I'm sure somewhere along the way. At the Olympic Games, there were some doves that flew off and flew into the flame and got burnt. So they don't do doves anymore. Anyway, in Summer Games, they did did birds, and that was like amazing at the time. But you've got the Summer Games opening awards ceremony. Why? You can't play a ceremony. Pole vaulting, diving, 4x4 meter relay, 100 meter dash, skeet shooting, clay pigeon, gymnastics, 100 meter freestyle, 100 meter freestyle relay, and then they come out with Summer Games 2, the sequel, opening awards and ceremony and national anthems. Cycling, fencing, kayaking, triple jump, rowing, high jump, javelin, equestrian events, and 1 to 8 players. 1 to 8 players on a Commodore 64. Madman! I may be the odd woman, but in the 1980s there were many women who did stuff that was interesting. Probably. The best sports simulation for the Commodore 64, said Commodore user. This is ZZAP 64. ZZAP 64. Where are you? There you go. ZZAP 64. Where? Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? There. ZZAP 64. The sports simulation to end all sports simulations, said. There we go. Hang on a minute. There we go. Said. Where are we? There we go. ZZAP 64. The graphics are stunning. It's the doves. Nothing else was stunning about the game. It was a load of... But not to worry. There were still games coming out that were made by Infogrames. Remember them? They're still going. Mandragora. The Making of a Legend. France's award-winning role-playing epic, now available in English, which does help in the English market. It was available for Amstrad, disc and cassette, Commodore 64, disc and cassette, Apple II. Whatever happened to Apple? Disc. MSX and Spectrum. Not specified what format that was on. But no one cares anyway, so it's fine. And then you got... the ZZAP. Enter the Dragon. My pleasure circuits are awash with the pain as I begin to lay preparations for another head-to-head contest. I'm in a foul humour. The foolish Penn, Gary Penn, is now awarded by ZZAP so-called writers as their new champion. Ha! How can anyone take the man who wears girly nighties in the office seriously? I still cannot rationalise the idiosyncrasies of those strange earth beings, no matter how many extra logic circuits I can call into play. So yeah, basically, ZZAP Challenge, because it says challenge at the bottom, was a thing where people took on the leader of ZZAP, or whatever, I don't know, some kid there. Super confident, the ever-smiling Penn struggles to keep abreast. Dean Crane simply isn't impressed. So Dean Crane, big up Dean Crane, who was a kid back in the 80s. I was kind of in between. I was in between there. I was like, I'd be like there, like in between. Oh look, he snotted out the thing on a spring thing. We've all done that at some point. Meanwhile, Jazz is wearing I've no fucking idea what he's wearing, I'll be honest with you. Good job I don't swear, otherwise I'd be fucking furious. Anyway, the score lord speaketh, and look, he speaketh of stuff that you can't read because it's too dark and stuff, and no one cares anyway. So CRL presents Tau Sentai, Commodore 64 and 128. See, by this point the 128 had come out, which was like amazing. No one ever bought it. Amstrad disc, Amstrad tape, and Spectrum 48K. But not to worry, Richard O'Brien, he famous from the original Crystal Maze, the Rocky Horror Show, the super enhanced version exclusively on the 128. I never bought it because I never had a 128. I went to an Amiga because that was cool. But Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells, was on the Commodore 64 and the 128. No one knows why that happened. I never bought it because I couldn't be arsed. And there's lots of stuff there. Tubular Bells, released on the New Wave label. Tubular Bells is Mike Oldfield's entire hit album set to amazing light synthesizer. Alternative entertainment at its best, said ZZAP. Alternative, that's like saying chopping your legs off is alternative running. I don't know. Computer video games, CBM 64, RRP 795. All three titles available at your local software stockist. View Data never had Tubular Bells. Although one of the lads who worked there had a very impressive tubular appendage, which I saw in Wales once. Long story. Anyway, bang! It didn't. It was just baby's arm. What's this? Cat and Mouse Games. I've no idea what it's about, and I can't be bothered to read it. Micromail. Now, before the internet, there was Micromail. 53 Fennell Street, Manchester, and you could basically buy music systems. Includes Commodore 64. This is July 1986. Includes Commodore 64. £329.99. But if you want it from Micromail, it was only £309.99. No, I never bought it. Cura Speech, $21.95, RRP, $19.95. You bought it from them. And 1570 disc drive, £199.99 RRP. But you could save 20 quid if you bought it from Micromail from Fennell Street. And then they had software on disk, Text Pro word processor, Data Pro database, sort 1, 2 and 3, Hitchhiker's Guide, Gemini, home accounts, database, cache book, fat file and final account. It's no Sage, is it? All them $24.95, $24.95, $64.95 and $24.95 and $64.95. Super Bass 128, $99.95 and Superscript $79.95. If the title you want is not listed, all you have to do is send your check or pre-order of the retail price less our 10% discount and state whether a disc or cassette. Yeah, I'd do that. Send basically a blank check to someone saying, I want this on disc for 10% less than the RRP. I trust you. So here's my check signed to your name. On the Commodore, we had Commodore 64, RRP 199. You could get it for 185, 128, 269.95, 250, 128D 499. 499 for a Commodore 128D. probably worth more than that now, but with the inflation it's not. But you can get it for $470. 128 deep and monitor. TV screen. 631 or 545. Music expansion. 8-bit music expansion. 150 or 140. 1541 disk drive. 159 or 149. A 171 disk drive. No idea. 299 or 279. A modem. Commodore 64. Modem. $79.95 or $69.95. Who else had a modem? I mean, you could get a modem, but you couldn't communicate with it because no one else had a modem. Bollocks. Mouse. $79.95 or $69.95. No, $69.95 or $59.95. Sorry. Light pen, ahead of its time. $29.95, $24.95. Sketchpad, $49.95 or $44.95. Speech synthesizer. I mean, let's be honest. Computers today don't understand accent, so what would be the point? $24.95 or $21.95. Blank discs. Sony SS box of 10, $12.95 or $10.95. Or DS box of 10, $16.95, $12.95. General cheated joystick, $8.95, but they could buy it off them for $7.95. The Pro 5000 joystick, $18.95 to $16.95. Sampler Commodore, $49.95. But I missed out. Condrum tape or disc, $29.95, $26.95. And data recorders for all Commodores. RRP is $39.95, but you can get one here for $33.95. Post and packaging free for all computers. Add £6 for value. What? Under £250. Oh, so if it's under £250, you say £6. So suddenly the £1 you've saved on the cheated joystick suddenly becomes a saving or an expense of £5. All payments or checks, PO Box 2 Micromail. Showroom now open. I guess it's probably closed at the moment. Anyway, digress I do. Fast computer repairs, because even in the days back then, things were shite. Commodore 64 repaired for only 35 quid, including post and packaging, parts, insurance, and there's no hidden extras. They've got the best service and the best prices. DIY section. If you know what chip has gone on your computer, you can order the replacement from our range. So the 6526 is 23, the 6510 is 23, the 6581 is 23, the 901227 minus the 03 is 23, the 901226 minus 01 is 23 quid. Basically, all the chips are 23 quid. The 901225 minus 1 is 23 quid. You're getting the thing. The 6569 is 23 quid. 4164 RAMs is only 3 quid. Power supply units, 29 quids. All prices include VAT. Please add £1.50 to cover PMP included handling costs and insurance. And that was from Video Vault in 140 High Street, West Glossop, Derbyshire, England. In 1986, I was working in Glossop and I'd never heard of Video Vault. Anyway, Gary Penn, he's my hero. He wrote a movie. ZZAP tips. Yes, you can have up to 255 lives at your disposal. Really? I hear you cry. Yes, really. So I was listening, and Gary Saunders' good old Gazette, and then you got all those things that you could type in to get cheats from someone's question. Crazy Comets had one, and the last V8 from Mastertronic. Also Paranoid from Houston had some cheats that I can't be arsed talking about. You can also get software by mail. Not female, only male. Order what you want from the largest range of software you could ever wish for. It's brilliant fab, says thing on a spring and the insect thing. So you ZZAP mail order and you type in the title, the software house. You have to do some very impressive investigation. I don't know. And then disc cassette and the amount you want to pay. I have no idea how that worked. Finder Keepers on Mastertronic, Arc of Yeso, Tapper, Action Biker, Kong, Jet Ski, and Mugs's Revenge. Then we have some maps. So if you're into Starquake, then here's the map. I'll keep this, hang on, keep it frozen so you can freeze frame it. And then there's the other half. Freeze frame that. Oh, move my finger out of the way. There you go. Freeze frame that. There you go. And this is thanks to John Lewis. Sado. To be fair, it did very well opening shops. More tips. We've got International Karate, Starquake, Pac-Man, Bruce Lee, Willow Pattern, Arc, Pandora, Wizard's Lair, and Spin Dizzy. I think I Spin Dizzy out all them. You could also buy some t-shirts and sweatshirts. I honestly wish to God I had a t-shirt, because I would wear it, because there are many ZZAP reviews coming up, and rather than having whatever that says on my chest, well, shoulder, collarbone, and my breast, I would sooner have a ZZAP one, but only small size, obviously. More tips, literally more tips. Mercenary, that's come a long way. Ollie's Follies, Time Tunnel, and Fourth Protocol, and School Days. School Days, the pre-runner to Bully. But if you can't be arsed with that, you could always play Bounce. Spectrum, Commodore 995, The Deadly Sport of the Future, 1 or 2 players, Furious Fighting. Free t-shirt offers, see pack for details. So you could have a t-shirt, which would also be cool, I'll be honest with you. Then we got the US Gold All-Star Software Collector's Calendar, which starts in July. September, October, and December, November. Not me neither. It's all American software apparently. And then you have the art gallery. So people could create art using a Commodore 64, including a tiger, which to be fair looks pretty cool, an eye which looks adequate, another eye with a bird flying into it, so completely waste of time, because there's no way that would work unless you had a hummingbird that had just been born. And then you had the devil, and then you had the ZZAP 64 logo, and then you had yep, no one famous. And then you have Torn, which was a hit by Natalie Imbruglia, if I remember rightly. And then someone I follow on Twitter at the minute still is the Daily Llama, and I must admit Jeff Minter is the coolest dude that's probably ever lived in gaming. He's so cool. He's even cool now. I follow him on Twitter, and he's got sheep and stuff. I'll see if I can find out what it's called on Twitter, and then you can add him, because he's so cool. He's like well, some of the best things he does is I'm on a train, and then he just comments on the people that he's with on a train. It's amazing. It's like the most amazing thing you've ever seen, read, or looked at. Right, okay, that's not working. Thankfully I don't follow many people. Stanford London Game Channel 4 Deserter. I don't don't know if I follow that, so I'll follow that. Dan Morgan, we got news to you, making business, Richard Play, IGN, 40 Towers, crap local news, John Vegas. Darren Green, Linkin Park, True G, Mark Fry, Most Wanted, Dan, Whistle is active, FMV Future Games of Active Forward, Depeche Mode, where you live a Grand Tour, Metal Face, Active Dog, Falkland Islands, Larry Hyam, and Kegel knows Traffic News, Ricky Bacon, PlayStation, Lord Hours, Whisper, Metal Face, Electronic, something classic Pigs, Tattoo Fixes, Cricket Productions, Stanley Box, Wigan Fire, John Gilmore, Great Manchester, Rockers, Jason Evans, North Comic Con. I think we'll unfollow that. Oliver Twins, Flight Treasure, the next one, Storm, make some power up. Come on to Blog, Jaws, Alan Latham. Come on to Ricky Jacobs, Classic Gums, I Love 2000, Dave Mackey, Zoom, Top Game. Open Mike, Last Leg, Extra Consoles, and Awesome, Retroid. Sean Allen, Tom Joel, Wigan World. John Stevenson, AGX, Curry Yard, Wigan, Die, Mario Fizz, Wigan, Josh Rich, Gomez, Brooker, Mazels, Source, Darren, Chris Joy, Associate Press, Stinky Ox. Right, so, I don't know, so working up, but we'll go with it anyway. That's who you need to follow for Jeff Minter. He basically lives in Wales, and he's got sheep, and he's hysterical. His humour is very much like mine, dry, well worth a follow. So if you're bored, follow him. Anyway, the Green Chop Comp. Design a recipe for Popeye and win-win-win. Clocks, t-shirts, and copies of Popeye the game to be worn. You're probably too late. Entries are probably closed by now. ZZAP Adventure. So we've got some graphic adventures which basically show a crap picture and then some writing, and then you just choose left, right, up and down or whatever. This is the Very Big Cave Adventure. And then you got The Price of Magic as well, and something called Red Hawk. No, I don't care either. Melbourne House, Australia. That's a guess. Brought the game out called Red Hawk and say Qua, because that seems to be the thing to say. More adventures. We've got Quest Robe, Human Torch, Thing, the Fantastic Four on Quest Up, before the people worried about copyright, I dare to say. Seabase Delta, Wizard News, Wizard Mailbag, Wizard Tips, and then Clever Contacts, people to contact, and look, they've got actual addresses rather than emails. Laser Genesis. Lasers were amazing back in the 80s. I loved a laser. An editor assemble monitor analysis represent new approach to machine code development. Developed by Ocean and IQ. Ocean were amazing. If I'd known they were in there, I would have put my Ocean t-shirt on. Minions Revenge Part 2. Calling all hoaxers, pranksters and tricksters. And then I Want Revenge. I read that as revenge, I'll be honest. The Genius Amplified. Laser Genius by Ocean. Then you got Tech. Final Power, Monitors, Printer Bits, Freezing, Extras and Summary, Monitoring Bugs, etc. More Tech. You got Gonzo Bommo. Yeah, me neither. Tips and Plus, and then an advert for The Way of the Tiger by Triple Scroll. Nope, me neither. Guys said they were brilliant. Got Shadow Spiel, Trendy and Debonair, I Spy Barrow, Get Up and Glow, Pawn in Command, Waiting for Damn Dare, ZZAP Flash News, the 7th official Commodore Show report, the show which everyone went except the gaming software houses, but well done Lomasoft, Levels 9, Bubble Bus, Martech, Microsoft and CDS for being there. So basically it's probably the last ever Commodore Show. I never heard of it either. Virgin used to do games. You've got Game Centre and Virgin Games. Invite you to take advantage of exclusive Virgin value. Falcon Patrol, Terrorist, Strange Loop, Zyto, Doroth, Gates of Dawn and Get a Blaster. $2.99 only or $3.99 only, and Shogun $9.95 cassette and $12.95 disc. The competition you could enter, but I dare say it's closed, although it doesn't say it's closed, to be fair. Buy any Virgin Game at Edge Virgin Game Centre and enter a competition to one of 10 goodie bags containing Virgin's LP, tape, t-shirts, book and game, or one of 10 games of the biz for 10 runners up. Then you've got Alter Ego Girlies, for girlies, because girls didn't play games. Wealthy businessman murdered on steamboat heading for New Orleans, shock horror inclusive. Almost medieval, no girlies, just men. Very sexist. The compute page, a net full of hacks at the show. And then you got Computer Mart. Where are they now? Computer Net. Where are they now? Turbosoft. Ditto. Attention America software owners, you did keep this. Licensed thrill for Americana software. Where are they now? Designer running wear, so you could have a ZZAP tracksuit with Monty on the Run on the back. That's pretty cool, actually, to be fair. I wish I had one of them, although I don't run, obviously. Commodore Collection Quickshot 2 joystick for $7.99 for Commodore 64 or VIC-20. I did mention on my first video before I had a VIC-20 for the Commodore 64. The Ultimate Backup Action Replay, basically copyright thing. Development Corporate System, Super Snooper, Turbo ROM, Discmate, digital sound sampling and CD drum, all from Daytel Electronics. Sure, they were legit. Yumpity tump diddly dee. Become a famous composer appearing in ZZAP. No, you're alright. Preview. When horrors lurk inside the Zen room. The also wacky CRL team. Blah blah blah. Yeah, basically doesn't tell us anything about whatever they're talking about. But anyway, looks pretty. A new tape to disc system, the Expert cartridge, a new tape to disc system for the Commodore 64 128 in 64 mode for only $28.95 or $31.95. Programmers required. Major software house based in London requires additional programmers and graphic artists who work on machines for conversion and original work from either storyboard or under design. A studio environment with development systems, graphics and music technical support is available and required. All applications will naturally be treated with strict confidence. Please apply. You receive examples of your work to PO Box 323 London WC2E or 9RS. Yeah. ZZAP Readers top 30 for July 1986. Number 1, You Read Them. Number 2, Paranoid. Mercenary, number 3. Then Commando, Winter Games, Summer Games 2. Hardball, The Eldian, Elite. Bounder, Yeah Kung Fu. Pit Stop 2. I love Pit Stop 2. Kung Fu Master, Where the Exploding Fist. Corona's Rift. Little Computer People. Rock and Wrestle. Rambo, Revs. Love Revs. Monty on the Run, love that. Run in the Woods, Who Dares Wins 2, Fight Night, Zoids, Super Bowls, Kickstart, Drop Zone, Bomb Jack, Z and International Karate. Then we've got some winners, ZZAP Robot Reviewers. So you've got these different drawings that people have done because there was no computers and people were bored. Beyond Forbidden Forest is a game, apparently. Beyond Forbidden Forest. On Cosme, cassette $9.95, disc $4.95 by US Gold. They were everywhere. So if you think you're a bit of a hero, prove it and win Biggles Mega Goodie Bag. 25 copies of the game complete with Biggles t-shirts too. So all you need to do is spot the difference. I assume, because it's A and B, so I assume it's spot the difference. So weeniest of differences. Right, so there's very tiny differences. That's got the letter B instead of the letter A. Ah, there's a little dot there which isn't there. God, that is the tiniest. This is so hard. There's 2 there and there's 3 there of the little zigzags things. There's 3 little lines there and there's 4 there. That's it. I can't see anything else. Do we get a prize? Anyway. Compare the rest with the best. Now DoSoft. Compare offers you even more. Mega Transfer Disk V4 0.0, Mega Disk Utility Disk 4.0, Megatape Super Value 3M Disk at low prices. No, you're right. Don't wait for the ad. The Snow Queen is available now. What? Sometimes a conceptualization crisis can spoil your whole afternoon. The key to taunt intrusive advertising is an exact simulation brief. The Snow Queen, an unusual, intriguing, illustrated text adventure programmed by St. Brides, available for Spectrum Commodore, release date May 1986, $9.95 on cassette. No, I've never heard of it either. Don't worry, it's not just you, it's me as well. Right. ZZAP test, we're back to budgets. Well, back to testing, but this time it's budget stuff. Breakdance. Now, he looks really off. He looks really off, but he doesn't really look. Yeah, it's alright. Presentation 70%, graphics 51%. I must admit, graphics are a bit Ellis Lowry. Hookability 52, lastability 31, value for money 40, overall 35. Basically, don't buy it. Buy Biggles instead. Look, he's got a colour advertisement. Do you want to be a hero? Yeah, I want to be a hero, man. You can be a hero. Coming in May, Commodore 64 and Spectrum, $9.95 tape, $12.95 disc, $9.95 tape for Spectrum. Coming in June, Amstrad CPC, $9.95 tape, $14.95 disc from Mirrorsoft, Prunell Book Centre, Bolton, Bristol. Bristol. Oh, well, from Bristol. Bristol, you're from Bristol, you're from Bristol. We're all from Bristol. I think we are. It's fair to say we're all from Bristol. I love Bristol. Anyway, yeah. Digress rather a lot. Right, I thought people were talking, but they're not. So it's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't have to talk. It's fine. Right, Conan from Americana. Now, Conan and Neutral Zone, actually. We've got a double bill here. Yeah, doesn't get a good review. He's just happy about anything, isn't he? SM loves them all. So Conan, presentation 70%, graphics 29%, sound 40%, hookability 30%, lastability 27%, value for money 33%, overall 28%. Neutral Zone looks interesting because it's space. No, presentation 31%, graphics 12%. Hookability 7%, lastability 5%, value for money 15%, overall 9%. That's a game that's £2.99. I mean, come on. Anyway, let's not look at that. Look at that. Street Hawk. Available on the Spectrum for $7.99, Commodore for $8.95, and Amstrad for $8.95 as well by Ocean. I'm sure the game was rubbish, and I know the tune I hummed out then was Airwolf, but let's be honest, who cares? Ollie's Follies, another $2.95 game, joystick only. 79% presentation, 66% graphics, 67% sound, hookability 70%, lastability 68%, 575 overall 70%, so it's decent. Looks like a cheap version, to be looking at that, of Impossible Mission. Anyway, we've got Booty, Firebird $1.99. What could possibly go wrong? 50% presentation, 35% graphics, sound 24%, hookability 18%, lastability 50%, value for money 20%, overall 60%. A lot, apparently. We got Seamus there. To be sure, it's only $2.99. Joystick only, so it is. 86% presentation, 45% graphics, 69% sound, hookability 56, lastability 50, value for money 55, and overall 51. Then we've got Raging Beast $1.99. Look at that. Look at that. That's a bull looking angry. Presentation 91, graphics 83, sound 81, hookability 94, lastability 85, value for 95, overall 89. I wish I'd bought that now. No, I don't, I'll be honest with you. Look, you can look cool, unlike him, by having this t-shirt rather than a ZZAP one. ZZAP LDL, please send me t-shirts, sweatshirts, and clothes PO for whatever. T-shirt is £5 inclusive, and sweatshirts £10. I'll have the t-shirt, I'll be honest with you. More budget crap. Moon Shuttle. Look, it's an absolute shuttle. It's a real shuttle. It looks like a penis, but it's a shuttle. Presentation 43, graphics 36, sound 9, hookability 29, lastability 12, value for money 18, overall 13. Oh dear. No, it says there. It actually says oh dear. Anyway, Return of the Space Warriors. I didn't know we'd even had Space Warriors. Never mind returning of them. 81% presentation, 38 graphics, 77 sound, hookability 81, lastability 76, value for money 82, overall 80. Even with 38% graphics. I mean, let's be honest, them are the graphics. They are shite. Scrolls of Abaddon. Basically, it's a cross between the Swedish band and oh my God, JR looking, but look, he stuck his fingers down his throat. Him who's always pleased must be bad. Yeah. Presentation 74, graphics 38, sound 32, hookability 39, lastability 26, value for money 32, overall 28. Oh, and little creature guy goes, "What's that?" These simulations are for real. Really? Solo Flight, Decision in the Desert, Silent Service, Acrojet, and Crusade in Europe by Micropros. Yeah, nope, never played any of them. More budget stuff. New York City for Americano, $2.99. Presentation 70%, graphics 32, sound 39, hookability 50, lastability 37, value for money 44, overall 40. Isha Micros, I think that's where I bought my Amiga from, I'll be honest with you. So, I'm not going to say anything bad about them. Sentinel, Americano, $2.99. Joystick with keys. Joystick with keys makes no sense. It got a thumbs up there from Jazz, a thumbs up there from Gary, and a thumbs up there as well. Presentation 95, graphics 87, sound 69. Hookability 92, lastability 92, value for money 98, overall 93. And just to clarify, we're on page 115 as well. How did that happen? Slam Ball, Americano again, $2.99, joystick only. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Basically, it's a pinball game by the looks of things. Yeah, can look there, it's a pinball machine. Presentation 88, graphics 65, sound 79, hookability 96, lastability 96, value for money 99, overall 96. You know. Oh, Knight Rider. Just you and a car named Kids. And they're super cool. Sex Bomb. David Hasselhoff. I've got to say, I fancied him. I didn't fancy it, but I kind of wanted to be him. And then I saw him singing in Baywatch, and I'm like, what a... Okay. So, yeah, that soon ended. Spectrum, $7.95. Commodore, $8.95. Ocean, calm down. And then we've got The Terminal Man, which is... looks like some kind of comic strip. I do not remember this. Maybe I moved on already. It's yeah, pause and read it if you can be arsed. I can't. So finally, the Ultimate Combat Jet Simulator, which would be TUCJS, but no, they call it ACE. The Flight Simulator of the Year, says ZZAP64. Spectrum version $9.95, plus 4 and disc version is $12.95. Full 64K plus 4 version. And then at the bottom you got more prices. What's this for? Commodore 64 VIC 20 and plus 4 $9.95, on disc $12.95. A free poster with every copy. Who's got their race poster? Not me, I never bought the game. And then the last game, the last end of this broadcast, the last page is Elite. And Spectrum 48K and 128K is $7.95. Amstrad is $8.95 on cassette, $14.95 on disc. On the Commodore 64 it's $9.95 on cassette and $14.95 on disc. BBC Electron $9.95 on cassette, $14.95 on disc. Commodore C16 and plus 4 $7.95 on cassette. I have no idea why the prices are different, but I don't care because it's Ghosts and Goblins, which regular viewers will know is one of my favourite games of all time. Even though it's more solid than Morning Glory. It's just the most impressive game ever, and you can buy it on Access and Visa by mail order, or just send a cheque or postal order payable to Elite, or quote your Access or Visa number to get your copy of Ghosts and Ghosts. So write all your numbers down and then send them to someone you don't know. What could possibly go wrong, allegedly? Anyway, that was ZZAP64, issue number 15, July 1986. RRP £1, and graphics by Oliver Frey, who is a superstar. Anyway, that is it. That is the end of this broadcast. Thankfully, the second part worked better than the first part, which kind of crashed everything. So, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are. I will see you again soon, so I will be seeing you. Until then, bye!